In this video, we're going to talk about how to view recorded video and save recorded video from your Speco Blue mobile app. What we're looking at here is your home screen. This is usually what you're looking at when you first open up the app. I have it in a 4-grid configuration, so I'm looking at 4 cameras. Whichever camera is highlighted here, when you hit your playback button, that's the camera that's going to be pulled up first. And to do that is you got your little action symbol here with the play, traditional play symbol in there. If you click that guy, it should take you to playback. It's going to start you at midnight of that specific day. You're going to have your timeline here, all the colors on here. All those colors mean something. This camera sees a lot of action with cars driving by and lighting changes and whatnot. All those trigger the traditional motion detection feature. That's what the orange color is. You'll see there will be some blue in there. It's probably going to be the more common color you would see on yours if it's a pretty calm environment. That's just the 24/7 schedule, so nothing specifically happening at that time. And then 2 other common colors are going to be pink and yellow. Those are your what's called AI. That's generally person and or vehicle notifications. Or in this case, not necessarily notifications, classifications. You can zoom in on this timeline. So when it's zoomed all the way out, we are in each of these lines. Oops, we picked a different day there. Jumping ahead. So each of these lines is, when it's all the way zoomed out, is 1 hour. So it goes from midnight to 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock and so on. If you pinch to zoom that in, it's going to go from 1 hour all the way down to, I think, each of the little lines then is 1 second. So then it makes it a whole lot easier to scroll to a specific time. And then you have your dates down here. So if I want to choose a different day, the days that I have recorded video are highlighted there. So if I scroll all the way over, I'm going to get to a day that's not highlighted anymore. So I can go all the way back to Saturday the 4th. That's how far back I have recorded video. And then you have your play, rewind, whatever up here, but this is the easiest. Just drag this back and forth is your rewind, fast forward. These arrows here will take you, I feel like this is kind of a cool feature on these, where you can actually, yes, I chose camera number 1 to view playback on, but I can either hit the arrow or I can scroll, and now I'm immediately going to the next camera at the exact same time of day. So if I'm following an object in this one, I can just scroll right over and continue to follow that object into the next camera, as opposed to jumping out, picking a different camera, and having to go back to that same time. So I think that's pretty cool. You can, instead of scrolling to these different colors, this little symbol right here, it's like a clipboard. This will take you to all of the different classifications of events. So let's say I just wanted to view, so these 2, line crossing and intrusion, those are the person and or vehicle classifications. I could say I just want to look at those depending on what's set up on that camera. And then I can hit OK, and then it's just going to show me anytime a person and or vehicle enters that field of view, or whatever lines or boxes you have drawn. So that takes it from looking at everything, looking at everything to looking at just specific events. Or you can, instead of switching to that, you can just go to those specific colors on your timeline. It's doing the same thing. And then as far as saving, if you touch the screen up here, you have a couple of different symbols. One is this little, it looks to me like a little eyeball. That will change the resolution that you're looking at. You got 2 different streams, your substream, mainstream. Your mainstream is going to be a clearer picture. You do have to switch between them. At this point, every time you look back and record a video, it always defaults back to substream. So you want to click that to, generally you want to click that to mainstream. And then these guys are, the camera is snapshot. So I want to take a picture of what it is I'm looking at. And then I'll show you here in a second where to retrieve those. And then you have your two how to save video. So first one is this one in the middle, the video camera. I would click that once. Now I'm starting to record, starting to save. So let's say this car that's pulling out, they're not supposed to be here. I want to save that little clip as my battery's dying. And then I hit it a second time to stop. Now from when I stopped to when I finished, that little clip is going to be in my files, which again I'll show you here in just a second. The other way is this, the scissors here. If I know that I want from, let's say 1:30 to 2 o'clock something, it's a pretty big chunk, but I would click on that guy and then I can move these to, move this box to the time frame that I want, and then I'm going to hit start download, and then that's going to be in the same spot here, which I will show you in just a second. So then I want to then retrieve those either snapshots or videos. So I go back here to my menu under File. You're going to have, they put your video and your snapshots right here on the same page. So these are the videos that I saved, and this right here is the snapshot. When you're looking at it, you can do, I don't know why I would do that, but you can flip it around, you can throw it away, or I can share it. I like to save image, which then puts it into my photos on my phone. So now I can go onto my photo reel in my phone and I can do whatever I want with it. Edit it, text it, save it, keep it forever, whatever. And then I can go back here to my main screen. The one other thing that I will show you is how to view. So we talked about the events here in the, when I'm looking at my timeline, those different colors. I can also, so my little exclamation mark symbol here, if I go search by event, if your cameras are enabled to detect either face detection, human or vehicle, you can come to here. So let's say I just want to look back at all of the times a person entered the specific area on that camera that I established. I can go to human, I can go to specific cameras, I can go to specific date, and I can go start search, and then it's going to give me all of the human clips on all of the cameras that I searched for. When you click on the clip, it's going to show you a snapshot. You can hit play. Now it's going to take me to that timeline, the same timeline I was looking at on the other cameras. So now I'm going to control it all in the same way. I can swipe to a different camera. I can zoom in on the timeline just the same as I did before, and then my same snapshot and my saving the video buttons are right there again. And that's all we have on that one. Thank you. Get me back to my home screen here.